Alright guys, I have upgraded. I have been given the privilege of having a key. So that means I made it. Yeah. Basically, I'm like family with Dave now. What that means. What's up guys, your boy Ruff here today. And a little change of plans. We had planned to film Robbie today, but he was not feeling great. So we're just gonna make the best of it and get through this back and bicep workout all alone. So I figured it'd be better if I start to kind of do this a little bit more organized or structured. So I want to give you guys like a brief overview of my diet. I'm doing 6 meals a day, not including the intra workout I have. 2, that's a lot of calories, but we don't count that as like an actual meal. But so protein right now is at 340 grams. Carbs are at 581 and fats are at 126. So that's about 4,800 calories right now. We just increased it just a little bit from last week. So I think John and I would agree that we believe that I can lean out fairly quickly. So the biggest thing is just getting my size back and maintaining that size into the show. Especially with guys like Brian Jones popping up, huge, huge dude. So yeah. Other news would be currently weighing about 187. So that's why we want to increase a little bit more, because my weight kind of stalled. My heaviest I've been in the off season is 205, and that was a pretty lean 205 too. So we just want to be a little bit heavier if we can. Just signed my Arnold contract. You guys have probably already seen it by now. I'm looking forward to that show. I am a bit nervous going into it, just because circumstances aren't, you know, perfect, but life rarely is. So very excited for the Arnold this year. It should be a lot better than last time, considering no one could watch, really. No spectators, just family. Other than that, yeah, I have the Arnold, then the Olympia 2 weeks later. Hurricane Pro 2 to 3 weeks after that, then a trip to Dubai for a guest posing, and then I'll be back in Texas for my last show November 13th, which is like a week or 2 after that. So busy. Once we get started, we're gonna be really busy for a few months, but I'm excited because I haven't competed this often in a while. The last time I did this many shows was in 2016. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm at a point where I can compete more often. My physique's at a point where I can compete more often and compete at a higher level. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, that's the plan. Oh, only other thing that's changed since the last video is I am done with the full body splits. I feel like I'm at a point now where my recovery's a little bit better, and I'm feeling a little bit better, so I can handle a normal split again. I did one the other day. I just started with shoulders. Still, I was a little bit sore than normal, but that's kind of expected. But I wasn't like so bad I couldn't train today. So yeah, we're going to a shoulder, back. So shoulder, 1 tricep movement, back, 1 bicep movement, chest, and then our rest day, then legs, then arms is the current split I'll be doing. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and rock it. Cool.
Wave. I'm in it for keepsake. In the field with the cleat lace. Beat freak with the bare face and a slick tongue. That's what she say. She look good. She a big tease when she bite lip with the face.
Weight stacking up fast today.
Yeah. I remember a couple weeks ago I was stuck at like maybe just 1 plate. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's good. It's coming back fairly quickly.
That's good.
I think I'm still not quite where I was, but I'm getting there. I can't remember. Maybe someone should go back and look at some of my old videos and figure it out. I think it was at 4 or 5. 4 plates or 5 plates, I'm not sure. But as long as I'm improving, that's what I'm happy about. Yeah. One thing I'm really trying to do is, I mean, I've always been pretty good at like full range of motion, but I'm really trying to pay attention to it now. just because I like the flexibility I've gained since I've been off, and I want to keep it because it helps me to pose better, having a little bit more flexibility.
So you think the time off helped with your flexibility?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just have to maintain it as I gain weight. So I've been actually stretching pretty consistently after workouts.
That's good.
Yeah.
But were you doing it when you were off too?
No.
It just came back because you were resting.
Resting, yeah,
Nice.
a little bit lighter and not having, not training.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one thing I have to pay attention to a lot. And I think I may keep my rep ranges a bit higher this time around. Sometimes I would get low as like 4 or 5 reps, but that kind of started to wear on my joints, so we'll keep it around no less than 7, but around like 8 to 10 if I can. So that's kind of the changes to my training in a sense. Yeah, because at the end of my last prep, like my shoulder and my elbow were killing me. Yeah, this shoulder and this elbow, and I don't want that again.
No.
So. Oh man, that's heavy. Might do one more here. Gotta be careful not to overdo it.
Are you kind of feeling the itch like you want to?
It's tough holding back.
Yeah.
This especially when I've taken things to failure like all the time for like 2 or 3 years now. And because now if I take things to failure, I may not recover properly and may not be able to train properly in the next session. So just it's kind of tough to not push yourself as hard and know when enough is enough. Because normally enough is failure. So now enough is like, oh, maybe a little bit less than failure, or maybe not too many sets here, or yeah. So it's a little bit more ambiguous. So
that is kind of weird because I'm sure you want to do as much as you can to be as good as you can.
Yeah.
But you have to like strike that balance.
It's a weird balance. So, man. But yeah, this prep is gonna be interesting. For sure.
Probably your most interesting prep yet.
Definitely. I kind of thought about it. The closest thing I've done to this was my first show back. My first show with John, my first show back in 2019 for the Niagara Falls show. I wasn't really eating properly or dieting or anything like that. And we had less time. We had 12 weeks. So I'm like,
didn't you win?
Yeah, I won Niagara Falls, and then I won the Arnold. I took second at the Arnold.
Yeah.
3 months after that. So,
so you're good.
So yeah, I feel pretty good. Yeah.
You're chilling.
So I was like, well, if we could, that made me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Like, if I could do that in that time frame.
Yeah, and you're better now.
And even then, dude, we started that prep. I feel like I did really good. But I was traveling a lot. I was in Hong Kong and Korea the first 3 weeks of that prep.
Yeah.
So that was intense.
So you had like a 9-week prep.
Yeah, it was tough. So yeah, it was tough. Because the hardest part for me, they didn't have any digital scales in Hong Kong. So just trying to measure out, because normally you just put your Tupperware, I had to do math basically, because I would have to put food in there and then I couldn't reset it to 0. Yeah, so I would have to add up the Tupperware, the broccoli, the rice, and the meat, like in my head. So that was kind of crappy. But but yeah, other than that, it was fine. And I got lucky. One of my old clients was stationed in Korea, so he took me to the grocery store and he let me come to his house to cook it.
Nice.
So I was good in Korea. I just had a little bit of hard time in Hong Kong. But no, yeah.
If I didn't know you, I would not think that you were doing anything other than like absolute military style strictness at home.
It's tougher, but if you, I mean, like, if anything, like, if you can, all you have to do is eat and work out and get enough sleep, you can, you know, technically do that anywhere. Just some people, they just can't do it. Just certain individuals can't do that. Like, they fall apart if something isn't like the normal environment, they fall apart. And that's why a lot of bodybuilders don't travel, because they can't handle it. Now you think about it, there's very few bodybuilders that travel a lot. Yeah. But if you can do it and travel, it's even better. It's fine. I feel like this may be a working set here for me. There.
That's pretty solid. What is that, 4 plates?
Yeah, normally I can max this thing out, which should be like another 3. I'm about halfway. Oh man, it's probably my favorite. It's great.
This pull down? I feel like back and specifically lats is like your forte.
Yeah, I know more about that than probably probably like the most comfortable body part I am worth talking about.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
Usually when we do workouts and it's about back, that's usually like the most informative. It's like got the most tips.
Oh shit, yeah, I need to work on that. Sure.
No, you're good.
Definitely getting lighter. I think I did 3 last week, and that was not after 2 other back exercises.
Nice. So,
progress.
Yeah, that's pretty surprisingly fast. Maybe I'm thinking of it wrong, but it seems fast.
No, it definitely is pretty quick.
That's good.
This will be probably my first set here. 25. Feels good. Oh, I think he's on the phone. All right, I think I'm good there.
Cool.
For the day. It's a little bit of biceps. Finish. That's a lot. I saw Lee doing like that. He posted like a front most muscular over there. And like his triceps. So build on now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost a stepping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Sending emojis. I'm blowing a pack of that OG. Don't be acting like you know me. And if you did, that's the old me. Winter time, rock a cold fleece. Pocket fat, that's obese. Only talking money if it's increased. She give me brain, girl, no teeth. I touch down, bust down. She busted open for a real n. Stay timmied up, trying to build it up, trying to count it up, hill figures. Don't be chillin' with no lil niggas. And if I do, I be real with them. Chase a dream, that's a meal ticket. ISO gang, yeah, they still with us.
Yeah, dude, big difference. Big difference, definitely.
Yeah, cool. See how I lock up. But yeah, good back and bicep day today. Unfortunately, Robbie couldn't make it to entertain you guys. He wasn't feeling too well. But we'll get him on later. He'll be back in town, hopefully soon, and we'll get him on the show. And but in the meantime, I think we'll be able to do something with Lee Labrada soon. I'm guest posing at his show, so that's probably a pretty good opportunity to work out and interview him. And get the questions ready for him, guys. Do some research. I know you guys probably don't know too much about Lee, but awesome bodybuilder, my favorite poser, and yeah. Until next time, guys. Peace.